Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to another Lore of League of Legends episode. As promised, I'm now going to be focusing on the frostbitten lands of Freljord and its champions. I'm going to start with perhaps the two most important figures in Freljord, Ashe, the Frost Archer, and Tryndamere, the Barbarian King. Enjoy. Freljord cannot be considered a traditional city-state. For centuries, its lands have been populated by the people of three large tribes, who've been living in constant conflict between each other. A conflict that is dated back to the mythical War of the Three Sisters, in which the leaders of the three tribes, the daughters of an old king, fought for domination and the right to rule. Their efforts were, however, not enough. The tribes couldn't unite, and none of the sisters could become the new queen. The many reasons behind the conflict have been long forgotten, yet the animosity between the tribes remains firm. They were unprepared to trust anyone except their own tribe. The harsh ice-covered lands of Freljord were an unforgiving place. One mistake could cost you your life. Ashe is a direct descendant of Avarosa, one of the three legendary sisters. She was destined to become the new leader of her tribe just as her ancestor did before her. The connection between the two was clearly visible to all. Ashe mirrored her ancestor's mastery of the bow that has given the name of her people, the tribe of the Frost Archer. Through her skills and training she has earned that respected title, but Ashe is more than just an archer. She's a princess to her people, and a good one at that. Skilled and graceful within the court, the beautiful girl had made herself a lot of friends. Friends, however, are not enough to protect a princess from assassination attempts coming from rival tribes. Ashe has survived many of these attempts on her life, and as such she never lets her guard down. She came to the Institute of War seeking to serve as a champion in the League of Legends to earn prestige and influence. This would allow her to bring peace to her realm. She was tired of the constant struggle between the tribes and was never afraid to talk about it. This has caught the attention of many people, not only in the League of Legends, but her homeland as well. Princess Lysandra of the Ice Dervish tribe has heard the words of Ashe and remembered them. When Lysandra's mother passed away and the young princess had been crowned, she shocked the people of her tribe by announcing that she was going to swear fealty to the tribe of the Frost Archer and Princess Ashe. While the response to this gesture has been received positively from the Ice Dervish and Frost Archer tribes, the third tribe was less than keen on the idea. Princess Sejuani has taken her tribe and run deeper into the mountains where she could hide from unwanted attention. A new nation had been born, and Ashe swore she would do everything she had to in order to provide safety and wealth to her people. Cooperating with Princess Lysandra, they come up with a plan to guarantee their safety and relinquish the temper of Sejuani. Tryndamere never had a homeland. He was not born in any of the city-states. He was the child of a nomad tribe of barbarians. Wild, untamed lands were their own, and simple tents were their only shelter. But no one wanted to change it. They were free and unconstrained from social expectations. They could do whatever they wanted to and follow their hearts wherever they led them. Their lives were never very easy, but none of the tribesmen would change it for anything else. Tryndamere, born in one of the tribes of the north, had been recognised with great potential since the earliest of his days. Like his father before him, he quickly learned how to fight with a sword, but also how to work for the tribe. He was enthusiastic and eager to work. He rarely complained, seeing every task as an opportunity to improve his strength and skill. It quickly became clear to everyone that Tryndamere would eventually become one of the tribe's most valuable warriors, not only because of his potential, but also the raw determination that he always seemed to possess. But when the tribe had been travelling somewhere between the Howling Marsh and the mountains, they encountered a group of men all wearing black garments decorated with terrifying visages of beast skulls. At first they were reluctant to approach, but the men didn't seem eager to move away from the barbarian horde, one of the elders approached the men in black, only to be slaughtered on the spot. The assassins in black had used the element of surprise they had and began to murder everyone they could reach. Showing no sign of mercy, they began cutting open the throats of warriors, children, women alike. There was no holding back for them. Just a few had survived, Tryndamere amongst them. He had hidden underneath the corpses of his own parents until the fight had ended, and swore eternal vengeance on those who took his people. He realised he wasn't good enough to prove anything, and would just have been slain, as was the rest of his tribe. He needed training, and he wanted it to be the best he could find. He began travelling from one barbarian tribe to another, willingly serving under all the greatest chieftains. He wanted nothing in return, other than their teachings on how to become a true barbarian warrior. The years passed, and Tryndamere had forged himself from a boy into a real man, one that was unafraid of pain or blood. He's accepted them and welcomed them as friends. But that's not all he's gained in the years of travelling through the various tribes. He gained friends along the way and earned their respect through his displays of determination. Eventually, the old great chieftains had started to grow weak. They could no longer lead their tribes as well as they used to. They had their sons, but the tribes were not ruled by sons. Strength was always regarded more than the blood flowing through your veins. Slowly, one after another, the barbarian leaders passed their tribes into Tryndamere's hands, allowing him to form one of the biggest barbarian hordes that Valoran had ever seen. Tryndamere has joined the League of Legends to ensure that his people maintained a voice in Valoran, but soon enough, he achieved much more than he'd ever hoped for. Ashe, the young princess of Freljord, approached the barbarian asking for his aid. Tryndamere and his barbarian horde went to guard the newly formed alliance of Freljord from Princess Sejuani's advances. Tryndamere agreed, but not as a selfless act. He hoped to form a greater alliance that would allow his people to call Freljord their home. With the joint forces of two tribes of Freljord and Tryndamere's barbarian horde, the newly formed army had become a force to be reckoned with. The third princess didn't seem enthusiastic to attack, and the League of Legends had to acknowledge the power that Ashe's nation had gained, giving it the status of a true city-state. Following its admission into the League, Freljord had to have a queen, and who better of a candidate than Ashe? To seal her agreement with the barbarians, she chose Tryndamere as her king and co-ruler of Freljord. Queen Ashe has gained the united nation she'd always dreamt of, and Tryndamere has given the people a voice in the world and an opportunity to prove themselves as proud noble warriors. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all I have for you in this episode. Bear in mind that this lore is the previous lore to the Freljord patch we saw not so long ago, so you'll have to bear with me while I get the updated lore sorted for you all. Let me know if you enjoyed the video by hitting the like button and leaving your feedback in the comments section below. Don't forget to share it around for anyone else who may be interested in the lore. Thanks for watching, everyone, and as always, I'll see you next time.